Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created this DIY porch Christmas tree and box and only spent $10. So the very first thing that I did was head into my garage because I know that we have a ton of scrap wood in there that I could use for the base of the tree. I grabbed a piece of 2x2 and cut that into 4 pieces, 2 9-inch pieces and 2 12-inch pieces. And then I grabbed another piece of scrap wood that we had. It was a 1x6, and I cut that into 2 12-inch pieces and 2 10-inch pieces for the sides. The reason why I did it this way is because I wanted the base of the wooden box to have like kind of a lift, because I am going to sit my Christmas tree on the lip. I'm actually going to glue it down to there, as you'll see in a little while. But if you do not want to do this, you do not have to, and you can just use the 1x6 pieces for your tree. And I know I say this in all of my DIY videos, but I'm just going to say it again. You do not need to have a saw to do this. If you do not have a saw, you can take your wood, or wherever you get your wood from, you can have them cut your wood. I know Home Depot and Lowe's does it for free. So here I am just putting the box together just to make sure that I cut all the pieces correctly. This was actually my third time cutting wood because I kept getting the measurements wrong. But this time I got it right, so I'm just making sure that everything's right. And then I'm going to use my hand sander and I'm sanding everything down. So now I'm going to screw everything together. The screws that I'm using for this are self-drilling screws, and that way I don't have to create a ton of pilot holes. These screws will go right through the wood. So before I screw, I'll add wood glue to the piece, and then I'll use the screw and screw it together. If you have a nail gun, you can most definitely use it here. I unfortunately do not have a nail gun. If you saw my bathroom makeover video, then you know the disaster that happened with the nail gun that I had that I returned to Amazon. And again, if you do not want a lift for your tree to sit on, then you wouldn't need to do that first part. You would just screw these 4 pieces together. And since I was doing this alone, the easiest way that I found to do it is to drill a hole in the bottom of the right side and then the top of the left side, just so it doesn't move as you're drilling the second holes. And then I just screwed the top piece to the bottom piece. And again, if you don't want that step inside, then you would not need to do this step. So here you can see what I'm talking about when I say the step. All right, so now I'm filling in all of the screw holes that were made with wood filler. And the wood filler that I'm using is Stainable Wood Filler by Elmer. And then off camera, I also did fill in the space between the top block of wood and the bottom block of wood, just so it looked like one seamless piece. So then I sanded everything down and I re-added the wood filler to places I felt like I needed more. So now what you see me doing is working on the tree. So this tree I got at Five Below for $5. It was full, but it wasn't as full as I wanted it to be. So I headed over to Dollar Tree and I grabbed this bag of Christmas tree branches and used that to fill in the gaps of the tree. They blended perfectly. So after I resanded the box and sanded down the wood filler that I added, now it's time to stain. So if you have seen my DIY farmhouse shelves, I'm using the exact same stain, the exact same method that I did with those shelves. And I'm just staining the entire box. I stained the inside of the box off camera, and then I went over it with a polyurethane. So next I am going to flock the tree. I saw another video on YouTube where a girl used white matte spray paint instead of tree flock, and her tree came out fine. So I decided to use that as well, because that's what I had on hand and it was free. So here's another close-up of where I'm going to adhere the tree to the tree box. And then what I'm doing is grabbing the tree and positioning it how I want it inside of the box, and just seeing where the three pieces of the base go. And then I'm going to take it out and add hot glue, using a hot glue gun to those three spots, and then putting the tree back. That way it adheres the tree to the box. So then I also grabbed these pine cones from Hobby Lobby. They're worth 3 on a stem for less than $1. I'm not sure the exact price, but then I hot glued them all over the tree. And then the very last step, which I did not record, I grabbed a light strip from Dollar Tree and just wrapped it around the tree so that it lights up. And here is the final result. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.